What's up guys? In today's video, I'll be talking about the Desview T1 Teleprompter and whether or not I think it's a budget-friendly option. I'll also talk about what's in the box, the pros and cons, and my experience using it. Let's check it out. The Desview T1 Teleprompter, or the BestView T1 Teleprompter if you look on Amazon, is a really great addition to your gear if you often do talking head videos or even if you shoot talking head videos for your clients. If you're not familiar with teleprompters, what they allow you to do is to read a script or to have notes in front of the lens while you shoot so that you're looking directly into the camera, essentially making eye contact with your audience. They work using a piece of glass at a 45-degree angle, and because it's dark between the glass and the lens, you see a reflection of your screen on that glass. So you can essentially see your script and the camera is able to see through the glass without seeing that script. You can read an entire script almost word for word, or you can choose just to display talking points or topics that you want to cover so that you can speak freely and naturally. I've been using the Desview T1 Teleprompter for a few months now, and it really saves me so much time, especially when I'm creating tutorial videos or gear review videos like this, because I often write down a detailed list of all the things I want to say and all the topics I want to cover, and without the teleprompter, I'd probably forget half of those things. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Desview. I bought this teleprompter with my own money, and I wanted to do a review on it purely because of how useful it's been to me and how much it's helped with my workflow. So with that said, let's take a look at what you get in the box. When you open up the box, you get these little microfiber cloths, which are pretty handy to have. You've obviously also got the teleprompter itself, which comes with a little protector for the glass. You can just slide that off and you can see the glass underneath. And on the back here is where you'll connect it to the camera. It comes with a remote, which we will get to in a little bit. And then also you get a bunch of different size filter threads, and they sort of range from 49 all the way through to 77 millimeters. Let's quickly talk about the build quality of the teleprompter. I think Desview did a pretty good job with this because it is plastic, but it doesn't feel very flimsy. It's light, it's portable, and it feels pretty solid. The filter threads are made out of metal and they are also pretty solid. So these are really nice. So the way that this teleprompter attaches to a camera is actually the main reason why I bought it in the first place. What I love about it is you simply attach your filter thread to your lens and then you slide that in and clip it in. It's as easy as that. You also then can drop this little platform down and you can slide your phone in over there. I actually built a DIY teleprompter before buying this one, and I had to position that on a separate tripod, push it up to my lens and line it up, and I had to use a dark cloth over the top to darken the area between the glass and the lens, and it was really just a pain to use and a pain to set up every time. So this has really saved me time and it's much easier to use. If you're shooting on a wide angle lens, you'll see the edges of the teleprompter in the frame. So with the BestView teleprompter, you need to shoot at a focal length that is no wider than about 50 millimeters. So all you need to do to get rid of the edges is zoom into 50 millimeters and move the camera backwards and you're good to go. The only negative thing I have to say about this teleprompter is the way that the phone attaches to the teleprompter itself. This little platform is pretty sturdy, but you've got to give it a lot of force to bring it down, which is fine, but when it's already attached to your lens and you pull this down, it feels like you're putting a lot of pressure on your lens. So what I find I do, which helps, is to put my hand underneath the lens, support the lens, and I use my thumb to push this platform down. Once the platform's down, I can just slide my phone in. So that's a little bit cumbersome, but it's not a major, and it's something you could probably just work around. They have released a newer version, the T2, and it looks like they've changed the mounting mechanism on that version. So if this would be a deal breaker for you, maybe consider the T2 teleprompter instead. Okay, let's talk about the app and the remote. You can get the BestView app for iPhone or Android, and in the app you can add your script, change the font size, the color, as well as the speed at which it scrolls. You can go really slow, really fast, or somewhere in between. The most important part of the app is the ability to mirror the text so that it shows up the correct way in the reflection on the glass. If you make a mistake and you need to re-record a section, you can use the remote to go backwards or forwards, and you can also use it to pause the scrolling as well. Now, in all honesty, I don't use the BestView app or the remote I mean, they work, but they just don't really work for me. I like to use the Prompt Smart Pro app on iPhone, which is a speech recognition teleprompter app, and it only costs $20. I like it because I don't need to match the scrolling speed to the pace at which I want to speak. I can speak naturally, and the teleprompter catches up as I go. If you look at the text here right now, you can see that it recognizes my voice and scrolls the script when necessary. Another reason I like this app over the BestView app is because I occasionally like to go off script, so I can sort of talk about this B-roll shot that you're looking at right now. This was shot on the Sony 85mm lens, and Prompt Smart Pro will wait for me to get back on track before continuing to scroll. So would I recommend this teleprompter? Absolutely I would. If you do a lot of tutorial type content, or you just talk to the camera a lot in general and you wish you had notes, then a teleprompter is going to be a great purchase for you. And it's going to be really tough to find one that works the same way as this in terms of the way it mounts onto the lens, the fact that you don't need a cloth, and works as well as this for under $100. So this is a really great little addition to my kit. I'm super impressed with it and super happy with it. I know Desview has released the T2, which is a newer version, so it's got a slightly better mounting mechanism by the looks of it, and also the angle of view is a bit wider. So that might be something you'd want to look into as well. I would personally still rather buy the T1 over the T2, and I would use the money I saved to buy the Prompt Smart Pro app. I'll add links to both of them in the description down below. If you're in the market for a teleprompter and you found this review helpful, then please go ahead and use those links to make a purchase. It helps the channel out a lot, and it helps me to keep creating more videos for you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.